Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Katie and glad you're here with me. Today is my goals video, sort of what I've accomplished in 2021 and what I'm looking forward to in 2022. It's been a crazy year, so let's get started. Alright, grab a cup of coffee and join and sit back. I'm sort of nervous about this one because I'm not really good at getting in front of the camera and talking, these whole talking head videos, but I'm going to try. I actually have the house to myself. Both my daughters gone to work. Husband's gone, so yay, I actually have the quiet house. But getting on to my goals for 2021. 2021, I was really excited when it started. It was going to be a great year and everything's going to be rah, rah, rah. It was so great. I was so excited. I had gotten all these new tools for my business. I was going to create all these new products, and I had gotten started on that for the first couple of weeks. And not to be, downer Debbie here, but, I'm going to be truthful. At the end of January, I lost my mom, and that threw me for a tailspin and totally threw my 2021, just threw me, and I've dealt with that all year, taking it day by day. But she wouldn't want me to be down and depressed and all of that, and so I've tried to take what I learned from her and keep going. So that's what I've done. I've tried to accomplish what my goals were. Some of them took a little bit longer because I was just taking it day by day. Some of them didn't get done at the first of the year, but they've gotten done. So, my goal was to take more classes on building my business and to learn from those. And sometimes, I take classes and I don't implement everything in the class because it just didn't resonate with me, but I do try to implement something from every class that I take. And so I took multiple business classes. This year I participated in in-person markets again. I hadn't done that in years. I did 11 in-person markets this year. 8 over the summer and a fall one and a Christmas one. And actually, no, that is 12 because I did 2 Christmas ones. So yeah, that was pretty fun. I met lots of new people, connections with some local artists that I didn't know, so that was pretty cool. I did make one Skillshare class, and that was posted doing some little abstract watercolors. My goal is I would like to do more next year, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But I launched my Wholesale Stationery business, and I'm in a shop, at least one right now. And I've got some connections going forward that hopefully, we'll get into multiple shops next year. I launched that on Fair and Tundra. Those are wholesale sites for businesses to go and order from either big brands or little brands. Fair's all little brands. Tundra's a mix of big and little. So, that's pretty good. I rebranded my tagline for my business to say where art and faith collide, because my faith is important. It's what kept me through this year, and everything is done with that mindset of that I have faith and I keep going, and I want to encourage other people with what I create. So yeah, but I had some flops this year as well. I launched a Patreon. I launched a 2022 calendar. Both of those were flops. But you know what? I'm being truthful. Those are my flops. I also, had a couple of products that didn't launch as well as I wanted. But I did end up getting my latest coloring book, which is a fashion and scripture journal of color. That's published, and I've sold some copies of those. And that was about a year's worth of work into that. But now that I've gotten that idea of how to make them a little bit quicker, my next one's down the line already, so that's pretty good. But I was looking back at social media. I try not to look at the numbers too much, but you know, you can't help it. You know, I'm human. The numbers are there. You're going to show me numbers, I'm going to look at the numbers. So I was thinking about it. I wanted to double my YouTube account this year. That was my goal. I started out with 93 subscribers in January. January 1st, 93 subscribers. And I said, you know, I at least want to double it. Well, I tripled it. A little more than tripled it. So I was so excited. 319. Nope, sorry. That's my Instagram. I'm looking at the wrong ones. Okay, getting to that. Instagram. I started out this year with 319 followers on Instagram. And my goal was to double that. So my goal was to double. And on YouTube, I have doubled it. Plus, I now have 246 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And my Instagram also doubled, which is 632. So hopefully, you know, next year, double that again. I'd like to have more than that on YouTube because I'm trying to grow my YouTube to actually have more subscribers so that it can start paying me. But my goal for that was more consistent posting to YouTube and more consistent creation. I think I did that pretty well. So, you know, YouTube, if you're a YouTube creator, they send you this email that gets you all excited. It gives you your year in review stats. And so I was like, okay, I went from 93 to 246. Well, it said I had over 32,000 minutes watched, which, sorry, my eyes are seeing, which that's pretty good for the small amount of videos I have on YouTube right now. I had over 11,000 views. Still pretty good. I don't have many videos out there. And I had 509 likes. That made my heart happy. And I didn't get a dislike. Did I just say that? Yes, I didn't get a dislike. I'm trying to get more people to comment on YouTube. I only had 25 comments. I don't know. Comment on this video. Like this video. Subscribe. Like it. Don't dislike it. Yes, like and subscribe. Make a comment. See what happens. Really does help me out. So now let's get to what my goals for 2022 are. My goals for 2022 are to teach in-person classes, to grow my wholesale business, to launch new products, to draw more, and to launch a fabric line. So, getting to the teach in-person classes. Last month, I decided that my business, when I have wholesale orders, when I have big Etsy orders, or when I'm trying to launch a new product line, it takes over my whole house. My studio is upstairs in a little bitty tiny loft. And yeah, it ends up coming downstairs and I have tables everywhere and it takes over the whole house. So I've decided to move my business to a studio. I'm going to be on the square in my little town of Monticello, Georgia. I'll be offering in-person classes and I get to move in January. So I'm so excited. I'm supposed to be moving in January 1st. I've already launched my class schedule for next month as well as sign-ups for those classes. So yeah, try not to be too nervous. This is a big step. I've had a studio before. I've had a retail shop before. So I know it means that I'm taking more on for my overhead, but you know, that's my goal. I got to build my business somehow. I can't keep it in my little bitty studio. But this year I moved from the corner of my bedroom upstairs to the studio, the loft, and now I have outgrown that, and I'm moving into an actual studio space, and I'm very excited about that. It will give me a place to teach in-person classes. It'll also give me a quiet place to film more videos for YouTube, as well as film a couple of more Skillshare classes that I have in the works. And then also, I will be offering Zoom classes, live Zoom classes, starting hopefully by the end of January. Just watch my Instagram, which is @KatieCannonDesigns, and you can find out more information about the Zoom classes. I haven't been able to do those here at my house because I live on a farm. We have chickens, goats, and dogs, and so everything makes noise. I'm actually very happy that they're pretty quiet right now. Also, they're putting in a bypass around my little town. They've already put in part of it years and years ago. And this little section that they're putting in now has been in the works for over 20 years. So I sort of can't complain about that really. But the noise. It's a foggy day today, so they're not working. So I was able to film and actually get a quiet video without it being you hearing them saw down the trees and chip up the trees. Yeah, 7 o'clock every morning at least. As soon as the sun rises, I've been hearing them noise. But before the sun rises, they're driving trucks in. So the new studio space will give me a very, very quiet space to be able to film more classes and host more online classes. And I'm really excited about this because this is a total new way to grow my business. Another way I've grown my business this year is I now have clip art on Creative Fabrica. I'll put a link in the description box below. I also have just this week started uploading images, my illustration images, to Shutterstock, and that one will be below. And so yeah, I'm working on creating a bunch of clip art for Creative Fabrica, which you'll buy in kits and sets. They're digital clip art. Yeah, so that's another growth opportunity. The whole thing with Creative Fabrica wasn't even something I was looking at, to be honest. They contacted me and asked if I would be interested in opening a shop and offering my illustrations on there. I have a large portfolio from years of work, and a lot of it it's not in exactly the style I'm working in now. So I am breaking a lot of it down into clip art that other people can use in their work. If you buy anything off of the Creative Fabrica, it's all commercial license. So instead of sharing my new stuff, even though I did launch on Creative Fabrica the Classy Skirt Girls collection, which that is a new design collection that I just created. But those are designs that are trendy, and I figured that would be a great start. But I have a slew of lists that I'm going through my portfolio and actually pulling out work that I will pop up there for clip art and things like that. I also have some seamless patterns that I'm going to pop up there. So there'll be pattern repeat tiles for, if you want to make some scrapbook stuff or whatever, they're going to be commercially licensed for low quantity commercial license. Larger quantity commercial license would have to be, purchased separately. But that's another way I'm growing my business. I'm really excited about it. As soon as I get that one up and going, I may apply for Creative Market because that's my next goal, is to be on there. It's all about income streams. One thing that I do that I want to be transparent with is working as a creative. You need multiple income streams, like really multiple income streams. One income stream is not enough. So this year I've done freelance illustration. I've done so for various different clients. I've done created product, created coloring books, digital downloads, Skillshare classes. Those are all income streams. Like I have a Skillshare class that I published in 2016, and I still get paid for it every month. There is a link in the description box below. So I have really, that one does well. I have my Etsy shop, which has digital downloads as well as products. I wholesale my products. I now have clip art. So the point is as a creative, you can't be reliant on one income stream. You have to really build it differently. And so that's what I've done. And I know I sort of went off on what my thing was for this video, but, being transparent here. So, my goal for next year, I don't have a lot of goals because a lot of them I'm not worrying about numbers as much as being consistent. Totally being consistent and making sure that I am sharing stuff that people want to see. And that is But I also want to be true to myself. I'm not really worrying it so much. Yeah, I want people to see it because they want to see it. But I also realize that sometimes what I'm doing is not as much about just focusing on what people want to see. I have to be authentic to myself, and people will come to your authenticity. So, yeah. So I hope you stick around with me, and please hit that like button and that subscribe button. And if you want to get notifications, click that bell button, and it will help you see my content. And I hope you have a Merry Christmas, a great rest of the year, and let's take time to enjoy your family. Let somebody know that you love them. Have a blessed day.